The topic of discussion for this presentation is, are there any free trade zones in Singapore? What are the benefits of these free trade zones? What facilities are available in these FTZs? And are there FTZ companies in Singapore like that? Those are in Dubai. So let's have a look on these questions. And the first question that I'm going to handle is, are there any FTZ companies in Singapore? So if you have incorporated any company in Dubai, or you might have done some research, you will realize that Dubai has the concept of opening or registering a company in free trade zone. So as far as I recall, I have heard name something called as Ras Al Khaimah or something like that, which is called RAK. So you can register a company in free trade zone, and this company has some benefits as well as some restrictions. And one of the restrictions they have, they cannot trade with local businesses, local Dubai businesses. And one of the benefit they have is they don't need a local partner in Dubai. As you know, in Dubai, local partner is necessary. More than 51% shareholding, you have to give to some Dubai resident. And typically the FTZ zones are called RAC and DMCC. And there are now many more, like there is in Jebel Ali and Fujairah and all that. Now in Singapore, there is no concept of registering a company in free trade zone. Free trade zone in Singapore refers primarily to a storage facility which any Singapore company can avail. So in summary, the concept of registering an entire company in a free trade zone is not applicable in Singapore. So you can register your company in Singapore at any location and the address can be anywhere. If you are into import and export business, your company can avail free trade zone benefits by engaging a logistics provider and registering customs number. Also, there are no restrictions on dealing with local companies. So your Singapore company can deal with local companies, that's not an issue. And also the 100% shareholding can be with you. So moving on to the next slide then, where are these FTZ warehouses or storage facilities? So there are 9 storage facilities which are called FTZ, and they are Brani Terminal, Keppel District Park, Tanjong Pagar Terminal and Keppel Terminal, Jurong Port, Sembawang Wharves, Pasir Panjang Wharves, Changi Airport Group, Changi Airport Cargo Terminal Complex, and Singapore Freeport, which is also near the airport. So these locations are strategically at near to the port as well as airport area. All these areas, all these FTZs offer warehousing and storage facilities. These also provide services for repackaging are available there. So if you bring in products and you want to change the label and packaging, that is possible. And product assembly services are also available in this free trade zone. So the next question then is, what happens when you import goods into free trade zone? So when you import goods into free trade zone, customs duty, if applicable, and GST is suspended. Meaning when the goods enter into Singapore, normally Singapore customs will apply any duty and GST and expect you to make the payment. But if the goods are imported and kept in free trade zone, there is no demand like that. No GST and custom is applied. Duty and GST will be applied only if goods are moved out of free trade zone and brought into Singapore local markets for domestic consumption, or in another case where the goods are consumed in the bonded warehouse itself. So the purpose of free trade zones primarily is used in the cases of temporary storage of imported goods and also for repackaging. So there are many companies who import goods and then re-export it to other destinations, and at that point of time they want to put their own packaging and they don't want the end customer to know the real source of these goods, and that is where the free trade zones primarily are used. So what services are available in free trade zone and how can you avail these services? So as I have mentioned, storage of goods, repackaging and assembly of goods is possible. A kind of limited factory services are also available over here. So your company does not need to rent a space in FTZ, because renting a space in FTZ will be quite costly. Instead, you can engage a logistics service provider to do all this for you. So there are companies who have rented large warehouses in free trade zone. like something like 10,000 square feet or more than that, maybe. So they have huge warehousing capacity, and they provide this as a service to other companies in Singapore to store their goods in free trade zone, and also provide repackaging and assembly services as the case may be. If you want to find a right logistics service provider, you can refer to the website www.sla.org.sg, which stands for Singapore Logistics Association. So I want to add one clarification over here. The question is, does your company need to have minimum 100,000 Singapore dollar capital to store goods in FTZ, or minimum 50,000 Singapore dollars to rent office space in FTZ, or any other minimum capital to avail FTZ benefits? So the answer is no. You don't need to have any minimum capital in either of the cases. There is no such requirement. On some of our competitors' website, you will find a mention that $100,000 capital is required, or 50,000 Singapore dollar by way of capital is required to rent office space. However, this requirement is for companies who want to rent a big warehouse in free trade zone and provide FTZ services to other companies in Singapore, which is not your case. You are only importing goods and temporarily storing and then maybe re-exporting. So in summary, Singapore does not have a concept of company registration in free trade zone. Any company in Singapore can use FTZ services, and there are a lot of logistics service providers to provide these services to you.
Thank you for watching this video. This video was brought to you by Epica Consulting Singapore. Subscribe to our channel today to get notified when new videos are posted.